know, there were lulls offensively for all the quarterbacks. Will you look at that and say, there, that was working, I get why, this is working, I get why, come away with a good feeling about this?
Yeah, obviously those will be the highlights for us when I was in. But that's when we were the most consistent on all fronts. That's when everybody was kind of just doing their job. We were settled in at that point, knew we needed points. But, it's just the whole theme of the game, offense and defense, special teams, is just can't shoot yourself in the foot. We put ourselves in great position to win that game. Got down there pretty close and then had offensive pass interference on even when Tyrod was in too. And so just a couple penalties here and there that got to eliminate. But when we were playing consistent, penalty free, it showed.
What did you see out of Nick Chubb tonight? I mean, he struggled in that opener, and you guys talked, and then he came out tonight. Seemed like a different guy.
Yeah, physical run. I think he had some great cuts tonight, some quickness that we weren't able to see. He didn't have a lot of one-on-ones last week, but tonight he did, and he took advantage of those. And so I thought he played well. And it starts up front. We ran the ball out better. First team, second team, and we ran the ball better. And so that helps our backs. When you got guys like that, put them in a one-on-one situation with a DB, that's good for us.
When you think about the whole game day operation, getting the calls in, doing whatever you need to do, totally seamless, or are you still kind of working on it?
No, it's kind of second nature. We do enough in practice to where I'm used to it. Only difference would be the noise level compared to practice with no fans out there during the game. You got to have everybody's attention and make sure you have command of the huddle.
Do you guys have to try to figure out the offensive pass interference thing?
I think we'll be able to look back on tape and find out exactly why. But yeah, we got to eliminate those penalties because those hurt us big time.
What was it like for you playing that stadium for the first time? Was it different for the Pittsburgh game?
Great to get it in front of your home crowd for the first time. That's just how it always is. Felt like we did some things well, showed our potential a little bit, but it was good to get out there in front of them, even if the weather wasn't that great. It was good.
Hugh was really complimentary of how you handled the pressure. There's some free rushers, and you're able to elude them and keep your eyes downfield. But how difficult does that make it, not kind of having the clean pocket that you're looking for?
Football's not perfect. It's just that's why you joke about the stuff. You 7-on-7 in practice. You have to simulate having to move in the pocket, having to throw on awkward angles and move around people. It's just very rarely do you have a perfect pocket. That's just the way it is. And so that's just having to play ball at that point. And that's something I've been working on, keeping my eyes downfield. When it came down to it, two of those longer drives that I had, we had great pockets.
Did you get a chance to visit with Dez at all yesterday when he was in town with the Broncos?
I did not.
You didn't see him, huh?
Personally, is there any major gain you made from last week to this week? Is that right?
I think command of the huddle. We didn't have the personnel adjustment problems that we did last week. I think in and out of the huddle, we were more efficient with our time, able to get some different cadence calls worked in there. So those are the things that I'd said during the week of practice that I wanted to eliminate. And you handle that stuff, and then we'll talk about the penalties, get over that, and then you start playing consistent football, and you give yourself an opportunity to make big plays.
What was kind of going through your mind when you had two touchdown passes? Everybody thinks you guys scored, and then you didn't. You said you were kind of winking at them. I don't know what that was about.
I don't recall that part, but I think I'll look back on it, but I think Chubb might have got in before that touchdown pass to Willie's. Then we tried to run a little bit up tempo and squeeze it in there. That being that close to the goal line, it didn't exactly work in our favor. If they were able to review it, we'll see. But in reality, then we threw another touchdown, and then at the same time, then Chubb finished it off. So either way, we scored, and that's the good part about it.
Baker, do you feel any sort of kinship with Josh Allen, just because he's the same class quarterback?
Yeah, I do. I wouldn't just say it's because of the same class. I think that goes back to we played together at the Senior Bowl on the same team, practice together every day. So when you go through stuff like that, you go through practice, you kind of see the real version of somebody, and instead of what people portray or might say about him, you actually get to see it up close and personal. And I really like Josh, great guy, obviously very talented. I thought it was pretty smooth. I mean, I think for us, we established the run game early, so we were able to control the clock. Obviously, that slipped away a little bit, but I think early on it was good for us.